Hello there everyone, and welcome to a new video. This time we're going to be attempting the Lufenia for the new Lost chapter for Camelot. I believe that's how his name is pronounced. Now, I don't really care for Camelot himself, and I did not pull for him outside the freebie, which got me a couple 35s. So I am not going to be using him, and instead I'm going to be bringing Shantoto, who does have her LD but no burst, unfortunately. And I am bringing Raijin and Lightning. Raijin is mostly going to be a bit of an aura bot, along with healing and stuns, to go along with Shantoto's stuns. Because that is an important facet of this battle, is that the enemies, once they summon their orb, I believe it stays there the entire fight. And you will want to deal with that, which it's kind of weird that lightning is the synergy here, because you want them to act and get stunned so that the orb count goes up. I'll bring a burst Warrior of Light friend just to help deal with their HP attacks every once in a while. Hopefully that won't be a huge problem, but just in case I really need to defend against it, I can pop him in. But yeah, both Shantoto and Raijin have ways of stunning the enemies. Raijin through his third stack HP plus, and Shantoto through her LD. So I'm going to be saving uses of both of those for that. Now the orb doesn't pop in until they hit about 80% of their health. So I'm going to be trying to keep both of them as even as I can. So that I can deal with both of them at once. And yeah, that's mostly it. Get that max brave up on Shantoto there. The main problem with Raijin as a unit, sadly, is how slow he is. So I'm going to hopefully time things pretty well with him. Use our LD with lightning. Use a couple flourishes. And into EX. This should get me another freebie turn, I believe. Use that for Raijin just to keep that maxed out for now. Alrighty then. I'll just HP attack here. So this should work out. They're gonna end up breaking me, but they should break me out of order. Very nice. I got his EX back again really quickly. That's good. That should put me up to my 3rd stack. Get them broken and use another EX with her. Yikes. Use his HP plus there. Now this should activate their orb. And they're going to be starting out stunned, which is really helpful. I did not expect that big HP attack from B there. So that was something. I'm just going to brave attack here with her. A is stunned. $56,000. Yikes. Okay, I'm thinking what I should do here. I'm going to Smoke Strike A, get her free turn and her EX up, and then see if this can break B. Very nice. Unfortunately, this is going into that as well. And I'll EX here. Fortunately, this was easier to break. Break reset. Into skill 2. And I'll HP attack here. then use her LD, which is still really nice. They're both paralyzed here. And he can go into his EX again, which again should give him his third stack. Go back into her LD. And I'll use the EX on B here to get him knocked back a few pegs. Things seem to be going pretty well so far. She's back up to full. And I'm going to Flourish of Steel here. The fact that they're taking a few turns back to back is kind of concerning to me. So I'm going to bring in Warrior of Light and use his LD here. Everyone gets a shield, which is going to last really long for Raijin because he doesn't move that often. At least Breaking B should hopefully get rid of their extra turn. Not exactly. So if you hear a dog, they've just been barking a lot. Use arrow here. And I'll use his LD here again because I'm thinking HP attacks are coming. Use Rage Arrow again just to make sure they get broken. Yes, Burst Breath. Back into the red aura. Raijin's just getting back his EX really quickly, which is really nice. And that killed my Warrior of Light friend, which is concerning. Though I can survive. because that's a very unfortunate situation there. Going to LD again with her. Use this on A. And then Spoke Strike. I'll just Brave Plus here. I can use his enhanced HP plus there, but don't want to waste it quite yet. Okay. This is quite a pickle. I'm gonna go into summon because I don't want to waste her last LD just yet. And now I'm going to HP plus. And I'll Rage Arrow again. And then LD. They're paralyzed, which is great. Go into another EX with him. Along with Lightning herself. And now I'm going to burst. Let's see if I can get B down as much as I can. Doing pretty nicely. A has... Yes, it has her debuff on. So this should push B almost to death, and A will be easy pickings afterwards. Might as well not care too much about saving skills at this point. Now A's basically dead at this point too. And just in case, use another LD with lightning. And they're both basically dead at this point. Again, should be good to go. Meanwhile, the leftover one gets a bit of a boost because their partner's dead. Though that does not matter, because now he is too. That honestly went a little worse than I'd had hoped. Because I didn't expect that Brave to HP killing off my friend unit. But otherwise, that was pretty decent, in my opinion. It helped that I had two characters with stuns there, and that's basically the only huge thing outside of that Brave's HP you have to worry about, is making sure they get those turns where they're stunned. If you didn't want to use Shantoto, or you don't have her LD, Edward also works really well. His sleep is really nice. Cloud could probably work. He'd be low damage at this point, but he's got guaranteed stuns. Desh can work. He's got stuns in his kit. Just about any way you have of making it so they cannot act during that turn will work. I believe that Eldnarsh could also work here if you can get them aimed at him, because I believe Terror counts as a turn where they're not able to act. So you do have a fair amount of characters who can work around this. This is just what I went for. But either way, that was the Lufenia. This is probably the turning point for Lufenias, though, because after this, we get what are going to be considered some of the harder ones they take a pretty steep step up in difficulty from what I'm aware. In fact, we get 3 in a row that are considered very not fun by the fan base at large. They have some nasty mechanics, which I will talk about once we get there. But for now, my next video will be drawn on the next character coming out, Reno. And hopefully that goes well. I'm drawn with tickets, but hopefully I can get his kit, because I want to save my gems for my next big target of the next BT, not the next one, but the one after it is another one I want to chase, and I'm going to need a lot of gems for that. But either way, good luck on anyone's draws for Camelot should you want him. He's not a bad character by any means, it's just not my cup of tea. And good luck for anyone else who's doing this Lufenia stage. It's a bit different from our usual fare, but it's still pretty doable. And there's quite a good amount of characters that you can use for it at the moment. But see you, everyone.